we go. It's hockey night in Manchester, folks. And the Guildford Flames win the opening draw, that first mini battle of the night. Jatlowski tries to chip it out. It's up against Lindstrom. Here comes the Flames. Gains the entry. Lidhammer. Good stick there by Dallas Earhart. Chipped around by Lyndon Springer. Picked up by Jay Rosehill. Great stretch pass to Long. Long, he's through. And it's a glove save from Brian Stewart. Raczynski out there takes the draw for the Flames, which he loses against Mike Hammond. Dallas Earhart looking for Mike Hammond. Sorry, that was Chris Ogier. Raczynski crossed ice to Lillstrom. Pickpocketed by Lyndon Springer. Lyndon Springer fires it across the ice. Becker chasing it down. Putting pressure on number 44 for the Flames. Joey Craig. Becker, box full of tricks, it's out in front. And O'Shea just fans on the shot out in front there, great feed. Ryan Trentz takes it in deep, takes it down low behind the goal. Hammond's waiting, he's set, so Swindlehurst. Becker goes to centre ice. Here is Becker. And the Flames manage to clear, good defence there by the Flames. The Flames take it in deep with Watters. Once again, Mike Clemente had to be alert there as the puck takes another strange bounce, Nate.
Yeah, it's a little bouncy early. Well, the weather outside is still warm, so that's just, like you said, one of those things that you got to get used to as the season goes on. Hopefully, days gets a little bit better too.
Here's Dallas Earhart, fakes the shot across to Lyndon Springer. Lyndon Springer puts a dangerous shot in. Not sure who got to that, possibly Stewart.
Yeah, everything happens so quickly on this ice that if teams are pressuring quickly, you don't have a lot of time to make a play. So
and there's a penalty coming for the Storm. Mike Clemente makes his way across to the bench, and we're going to get to see the first power play of the Storm tonight. Dane Byers has taken exception to Lidhammer. Got to be honest, I didn't see the call originally.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it either. It was on this end of the boards here, sort of covered by us.
We get to see that Storm power play. As I said, just a 12.5%, but early days at home. The penalty kill for the Guildford Flames at 58.8%. So they've struggled quite a bit with their special teams, but it's very early to be taking anything from these numbers as yet. It looks like a 10-minute misconduct has been given as a second player sat in the box. I've got to be honest, I didn't hear the call either. I'll check it if I can in a bit.
Yeah, it might have been a hit to the head or a boarding or something. I didn't see it either though.
Stannis across to OJ. OJ working along the boards. Drops it deep. Back to Becker. Just waiting at the blue line. Stannis is still waiting. He's got a cannon of a shot across to OJ. OJ still. OJ fights across to Becker. Jumps over Becker's stick. Oh, that's frustrating for the Storm. Mike Clemente comes out. Fires the puck around the boards. This is the aggressive forecheck from the Flames. Here comes the Storm with a bit of pace through the neutral zone. Here's OJ. Still the same players out there, and it's offside. It appears we've got a troll joining us tonight. I've just got a text message from our old GM, Neil Russell. Repeat after me, Flames, Flames, Flames. Thanks, Neil. Some pro advice there.
You're getting a ribbon from Neil and he's not even here anymore.
Exactly. I hope all's well down at that Sunday League team down the road. Now the Storm look to gain the entry. They do very briefly, but then it's chipped out by the Flames. Once again, Flames just standing up on that blue line. 1 minute left on the power play for the Manchester Storm. Still the original power play unit out there of Hammond, Becker, OJ, Stannis. Here is Hammond. It's a goal! Hammond finds the top shelf against Brian Stewart.
That's a great goal, and it wasn't a great power play, but sometimes all you need is that one chance, especially with the personnel on that unit. They're just so dangerous.
So you can see that Hammond just picks it up acres of space, and you can't leave a man like Mike Hammond out in front like that by himself.
Oh. It looks like Brian Stewart's upset. He might have gotten nudged on the way through, but he was definitely well out of the crease.
By Chris Wells, the lineman. To a win by Shane Baker. Really impressive return to the team last Sunday. Sorry.
Yeah, he came back earlier than his prognosis for his injury, but Matt Stanish, who's my roommate, who played with him at Carleton, said he broke his leg at Carleton and came back way earlier than he should have from that too. He's just a very tough player, and he's going to play through any injury that he gets.
Here come the Flames. Good back check there by Jay Rosehill, and he's given a penalty, I believe. It's slashing call, perhaps. It is indeed. So, Guildford Flames with a chance to show what their power play is made of, Nate.
Yeah, especially after us just scoring. Obviously, they're going to want to come out and answer, but hopefully our penalty kill is up to the task here.
Our penalty kill to start us off with is Dane Byers, Springer, Earhart, and Chris Auger. We've got Raczynski and Stewart, I can see, the Flames, joined by Lilstrom Carlston. Back to Kaliakal on the blue line. Jadlowski's waiting for it, his defensive partner. Back to Kaliakal. To Lilstrom. Lilstrom fires it, it's off the post, on the outside of Mike Clemente's post. Danger early signs on the Guildford power play. Saw him quite passive in the penalty killing at the moment, just collapsing around Mike Clemente. Kaliakal managed to keep it in the zone, it's fired in. Chipped out by the Storm. 1:15 remaining on the Guildford power play. Bit of pace from Lilstrom. Loses the puck. Shane Baker feeds it across. Fired out by Hansen, the young Swede.
Offside, it looks like.
Offside. That's been some impressive skating there to get up onto the blue line. Let's have a look. I think you're right, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a bit. Bake's a little bit keen there. Ryan Trent looks to reset the play. Finds the pass across. Hansen just quite can't pick it up, but here is Moffat again for his centre ice. Moffat to Hansen. Hansen feeds it back. It's Byers. He puts it wide. Great little interchange there. It's Moffat again. A great tip shot. Brian Stewart manages to get a glove to. Great save there by Stewart.
I thought that one was going to be it for him for sure.
A few Guildford Flames players unhappy with Moffat. Both teams just having a few words. Nothing major. A few glove washes. Superb effort there. Some great interchange there by the Storm attack. So just the 1:23 remaining. So just to clarify those penalties earlier, it was a checking from behind and a 10-minute misconduct. Comes Liam Stewart, he picks up a stray puck, fires it against the skates of Trends. Fed to Moffat. Moffat once again using his pace. It's Byers. Moffat, surely! He's got it at last!
You saw that one coming all night long.
Yeah, I hope you put that bet on, Nate. That's got to be one of the scruffiest goals he's possibly ever scored as well.
Yeah, that one wasn't a pretty one. Well, it was a pretty one, but it was just coming all night long.
Yeah, the build-up play was very pretty. It was just that final tap across the line.
Yeah, exactly.
Here comes Mike Hammond. Backhands it across to Becker. Becker chips it in, chases down. Craig misses with the hip check. Becker off the back of the net, out in front to O'Shea. Just fans on it. Dunbar. Liam Stewart in support. It's out in front. Is a possible break? There is a break. It's a one-on-one. Here comes Mike Hammond. Mike Hammond. Mike Hammond does the move, he puts it, it's a superb save by Brian Stewart. What a save! That was incredible. He looked like he had his man beat. Stewart reaches back with the glove and pulls it back.
Hammond isn't somebody who misses those very often, so that was a great save by Stewart.
That just shows you the caliber that Brian Stewart is, and on his nights he can be superb. Moffat. He's blowing down offside, I think.
By the fans.
Hopefully we can get a replay of that save. Looking at producer Dan, he's giving a nod of approval, which is brilliant, because that deserves second viewing. As you say, he almost just missed control of the Hammond, then he breaks through. He beats him up, ends up, and Stewart just reaches back. Trent heads up play through centre ice, looks to split the D, goes on the outside. Here is Trent, back to Byers, first time, sticked and padded away from Brian Stewart. Pretty simple save there from Brian Stewart, little traffic in front, he had himself set ready for that one.
Yeah, those ones, not often going to score on those ones, but you always get those rebounds and second opportunities, and that's where you hope to score.
Just going back to that anomaly of Trent's being the only right-handed shot, is that right?
Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, we see it quite a lot. Steelers, I think, are the same. Is it just the way that you brought up in North America?
I don't know why it is. There just seems to be a little bit more left-handed shots in North America. Again, I don't know the reasoning for it, but the right-handed shots just seem to be a little bit more rare to find.
We'll come back to that in a sec as the Storm win the draw. It's out in front, and the goal's waved off. And goaltender interference. Nothing intentional, just a hard play on around the crease. Yeah, well, we've got a little break there. I did read quite an interesting article about that, and they were saying that in North America, correct me if I'm wrong, they take a greater emphasis on shooting the puck hard, whereas over in Europe, it's more about stick handling. So that's the predominant hand, depending on how you hold it. So there's a call on the Storm there, so the Storm are on the penalty kill. Here's Dunbar. Dangerous out in front. As the Guildford Flames get back into the game. I didn't see who got that. Ian Waters with a power play goal for the Guildford Flames, straight back into it. We see the replay. Fired in by Dunbar, I believe it was. Oh, great pass. Great pass down low, looking for the man on the offside.
That was a good little power play setup there.
Here is Becker. Possibly almost jumped out in front of Auger. Looking for Becker, who was waiting on the far side. Couldn't get the puck away to him though. It's a high stick there up in Linden Springer. Storm are going straight on the power play. I don't think there was anything deliberate in it. It was just an accidental one. So chance for the Storm to wrestle back some momentum. Just coming up to the 10-minute mark in the second period. Flames chips it in dangerously behind the goal of the Storm. There's a stick up, I think. A couple of players have gone down there. No calls. Dane Byers having a word off the ice. Jadlowski looking for a stretch pass. He fires it along the boards, sealed off by Baker. Feeds it out to Byers, picked up by Long. Baker fighting along behind the boards, behind the net of Brian Stewart. Huge hit behind by Byers. All things are getting a little bit feisty here. Ben Davies was the one that received that hit from Byers. That was that'd have been brewing.
Yeah, it's there was a couple things that happened that shift, and it just sort of boiled over there.
Be interesting to see what the call is here on Byers. Dallas Earhart having a few words. Looks like there's going to be a couple of other... Somebody's just taken a tumble, stood next to Baker. I don't know what that was about. Ian Waters it was who took a knee. Looks like the Flames are asking for for a cross-check call here as well, possibly. Jadlowski sitting, and so is Dallas Earhart for the Storm. I think the upshot of it, anyway, is going to be a Guildford Flames power play. Big 2 minutes for the Storm, big 2 minutes for the Guildford Flames.
This is a big kill for us coming up here. We want to get this one out of the way, and then we can go back on the attack.
Interesting that Baker's out there against Davis. The two antagonists from that little scuffle down there. Here's Craig. Dunbar picks it up on the boards. Looking for a feed to Craig. Craig, possible heads up. Out to Yadlowski. It's out for good. It's fought off from Mike Clemente. The Guildford Flames are drawn level here. It's 2 each as they get another power play goal. Mike Clemente not happy. Bit of a scruffy goal there, Nate. Let's have a look at the replay.
That was a good setup. They worked it off the other side from their last goal too, which probably caught us by surprise.
Looks like Ben Davies is claiming that one. He'll be absolutely chuffed with that. Craig across ice. To Lidhammer. Back to Lundin. Here is Lidhammer. Nekala. Bit of a 3 guys stood in a poacher stamp there for the Guildford Flames.
Yeah, at first I thought there was too many men because of how many guys were in the one spot, but they just sort of ended up that way.
Yep, same as myself. The quick count round. Storm a little bit hemmed in at the moment. Moffat looking to relieve a bit of pressure. She skates away with the puck. Just well there. It's a good stick there from Becker. Here is Moffat with pace. Looking to go behind the back of Brian Stewart's cage. Moffat still looking for a feed out in front. Dangerous Byers! Dane Byers will like that one just as much as Ben Davies did just down at the other end a few moments ago.
That's a great answer by Dane there. That's a little battle they had. But again, that one was set up by Luke. Moffat has had a great game so far.
Absolutely. Looks like Brian Stewart stayed down after that goal. I hope he's okay. Stretching out at the moment. Doesn't look in a good way at the moment, the Guildford Flames netminder, and it is the backup netminder who's had to come in, so it's Michael Will who's coming in for the Flames. Sad to see, Nate.
Yeah, you never want to see a goalie goal like that. Obviously it was an incidental contact, but it's still, you never wish for the other goalie to be taken out of the game.
And as we were saying, that's great to see. The whole of the Storm shelter just went up in a round of applause and started chanting Stewie, Stewie. That's great to see, Nate. It's won by the Storm. Secondary battle won by the Flames though. Here comes McKinney. He's got Stewart in support. Good stick there by Ryan Trent. Managed to stop the feed. Good pace shown there. Here's Becker. Becker out to Hammond. It's out in front still. Storm almost creating some good scoring opportunities in these last few plays, Nate.
That was a good chance there on the turnover. Just unfortunately bounced off Hammond's stick.
Here is Becker out in front.
Oh,
and there is Mike Hammond with a feed from Becker. That won't be the first or the last time we'll be saying that this season.
No, that first one bounced off his stick, but he wasn't going to make any mistake the second time through.
Yeah, it's pretty scrappy, but they got there in the end. It was good perseverance from Becker down on the boards there to start off with. He picked it up and feeds it across to Hammond. Who gets it? What did he get it with the first one? Was the second shovel?
I think that was the first one that time. Yeah.
Good stick there by Luke Moffat. He's got support by Byers if he needs it. And Gerald Hansen was up on the play as well for the Storm. Here's Lidhammer, fires it in deep. Earhart and Lidhammer going at it. Gloves are dropped. And Dallas Earhart is laying him on. Lidhammer doesn't want anything to go though, as the fight is stopped before it really gets started. I think that's a bit of previous from early in the game as well.
Yeah, Lidhammer definitely got his stick up in Dallas's face there. And did end up dropping the gloves, but seemed a little late to make that decision.
It looks like a bit of claret coming from Lidhammer. You'll have to go off and get that seen too.
It'll be interesting to see what the referee calls here.
Yeah. See the replay of that.
Yeah.
Dallas Earhart laid a couple of big ones there. think Lidhammer was particularly keen on that matchup. I don't really blame him, to be honest.
No, I don't. I think the referees are going to be considering whether they're giving Lidhammer the fighting major there because he didn't drop his gloves, but.
Oh, 5 plus a match penalty for Dallas Earhart.
And they didn't get anything. That's definitely surprising to see.
Yeah. So it is that power play unit for the Guildford Flames that win the draw. It's Craig on the blue line. Across to his defensive partner. Here is Craig. Dunbar, dangerous player. Back to Craig. First time possibly. Nope. Downs it, feeds it down low to Jadowski. Sorry, Callie Akkard. Joey Craig. Dunbar. Ben Davies. Back to Dunbar. Dunbar to Davies. Looking for the feed out in front. And the Guildford player's taking a tumble. First time shot from the Guildford number 8, Callie Akkard.
That's got to be.
The goal's been given.
Yeah. I saw some goalie interference there. I don't know if that's challengeable under the goal review.
No, I don't believe it is. But the Guildford Flames have answered back here. They've made it, cut the deficit again to just the 1 goal. The replay. So your natural reaction there, you weren't happy with that, Nate.
Yeah, well, Davies is in the crease. I guess maybe they said we pushed him in, but Clemmer obviously wasn't able to push across there because of that.
No, it's been given, and we're at a 4-3 game. 2:55 remaining in the second period. That power play unit of the Flames has been looking deadly tonight, Nate.
Yeah, and I mean they have another 4:20 here to go, and with the 5-minute major, they're on it until it's over. It doesn't matter if they score or not. So.
Big moment of the game here for the Storm and Guildford Flames. It's a slashing call. And it's Paul Swindlehurst who's got the call. This is now dangerous. This is really dangerous now. 5-on-3.
For a full 2 minutes, yeah.
This could be a huge moment in this game.
It's big here for the guys to just communicate, sort out what they want to do here on this penalty kill, so that once the puck drops, they're all on the same page.
It's won by the Guildford Flames. Callie Akkard on the blue line. Cross to his partner, Craig. Craig back to Akkard. First time! It's kicked away by Mike Clemente. Good save there. Callie Akkard again still. Back to Craig. Feeds. Nobody just yet. Here's Craig, back to Akkard that first time. It's a goal for the Flames. That shot's looked lethal all night from Callie Akkard.
That one was a bit of a lucky bounce, even just right off of Banks' back, and it just sort of slowed down and tricked Clemmer.
Yeah, they just see they move the puck from side to side, laterally move the goaltender, and then fire that one-timer.
Yeah, a 5-on-3 is a tough one to kill.
So that's we're back on 4-on-5. Now we got still 2:25 remaining of the Dallas Earhart fighting major. 11:51 in the third period. As the Storm look to try and get out their own zone here. Chips it out, and it's Rosehill. Rosehill's through, puts it through the 5-hole of Will. Jay Rosehill gets the go-ahead goal for Manchester Storm.
That's a big response right off the face-off there. And a nice play, I think, by Bissonette to just fire it through off the face-off. A nice goal for a captain.
Absolutely. Anybody that says that this guy cannot skate, then just take a look at this. Davis will be taking the draw for the Guildford Flames. He's up against Byers. He beats the Storm man. Callie Akkard walking the first timer. Another scramble out in front. Mike Clemente, he's just reacted over something there. This is what Ben Davies brings to the Guildford Flames. He's a real agitator. He's always in your face.
I think Springer sticks somebody there in front of the net, but hopefully they get one too for going after the goalie.
If not, this is going to be a huge, huge 40 seconds with 5-on-3. I think they've ejected Lyndon Springer as well.
I think he might have got him with a spear. Yeah.
A spearing call against Lyndon Springer. So the Storm are down to the 4 D-men now to try and see out this last 5 minutes. Before that, they're going to have to see out a 5-on-3 power play for 40 seconds. And it's won by Guildford, but they can't keep it in the zone. Storm not leaving their zone as they just slowly come up to the red line. Craig almost loses possession. Kaliakard feeds Roshinsky. Plenty of extra men waiting on the side as the puck bobbles agonisingly wide. I didn't see who it was that got that shot away. But of course, with us being on the penalty kill, no icing. Lillström through centre ice. Auger with active stick on Lindstrom. Craig. Waters taking his time, looking for the right pass. Craig is waiting there, but so is Kaliakard. Here is Craig. Back to Akkad. Great dive
ball
in front by Dane Byers. Second time tonight we've seen him do that. Akkad. Craig. 36 seconds remaining. Craig. Can't find a shooting lane. Good pressure there by Trent. Akkad. As the Flames, and it's a goal for the Guildford Flames. They level things up with 22 seconds remaining in the third period. Just a 19 on the power play. There we see the great movement of the puck. Very patient play by the Guildford Flames tonight.
Yeah, it was a good power play. They were able to get that last shot off through. I thought the guys did a good job blocking the shooting lane up until that point.
Davis up against Byers by the looks of it. Byers is asked to leave the circle. Here comes Gerard Hansen. Gerard Hansen wins the draw. Dane Byers feeds it across to Stannis. Stannis looks to feed Byers. Byers picks it up. Byers drives the net. Byers goes. Great pad blocker save there from Will.
Yeah.
And we've got to break the other way. Here comes Jesse Craig. Got support from Stewart if he can find him. Coming back the other way. Matt Stannis. He's a fine. He's goal! Matt Stannis gets the overtime winner for the Manchester Storm. Matt Stannis goes slow on Mike Will, and the Storm finally put the Guildford Flames to bed.
A crazy ending there. Lots of chances both ways, and a great goal by Matt.
Honestly, Matt Stannis, would he be in the top of your pick for getting the overtime winner?
I didn't see him getting that one, but a good, well-placed shot there.
As the Storm shelter erupted with that one. Full credit to the Guildford Flames tonight, who have made this an absolute tremendous game.
That was a really good game back and forth throughout the game.